Good evening and welcome to Anime-Zing Radio here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm your host, Doug Engler. Joining me in the co-host seat tonight is Mr. Kayatiano.
Hello.
VTuber extraordinaire. We're doing a fun special Saturday night stream. We're not sure if Darren and Angela are going to be able to join us or not. Saturdays are usually tough for Ange, and Darren, I think, is busy. He said he will join if he's able to. But we've not sure if there's going to be a show tomorrow night, so we wanted to make sure we did one tonight to have some fun, because my work schedule is ridiculous and I'm going to be going 3 Sundays in a row having to work. So I'm missing last week's show, I'm missing tomorrow because of work, and I'll be missing next Sunday because I'll be coming home from New Jersey.
You work so much.
It's actually like work has picked up. I'm not happy about getting stuck on the Jersey pool, but it is what it is. It's better than, in some cases, it's better than locals and yards. So I'll still take the road trains, just see what kind of stupidity comes out of New Jersey next week. I still got another round trip to Harrisburg and back, which is why I won't be here tomorrow. But I thought we would have some fun just chatting about different shows, catching up with everybody. I know I missed last week. You guys seem to have had... I watched probably about 40 minutes of last week's show while driving home from work, just kind of having it on, listening to what you guys were talking about. And sounded like you guys were having some fun.
We did.
Have you been catching up with any of the new shows that are out there right now, or?
Just my normal one that I've been watching. Oh my God. Brain. Not braining today. The hero one I've been watching.
Sentenced to be a Hero?
Yeah.
Or Jack of All Trades?
Both of those. And I've been watching Trigun. Trigun.
I kind of fell off of Jack of All Trades. The wife and I watched a few episodes of it in English and then kind of didn't get back to it. So I think I'm only like 2 episodes deep in that.
Okay, so
Free I'm not sure if I'm going to continue it or not. I might, but I'm not going to be opposed to hearing spoilers. What up?
Sip of water.
You can have some water. And the big one that I've been watching is Free Run, of course, with season 2 dropping right now. Yes, I read the manga, but it was so long ago that a lot of the stuff that's happening I forgot about. And so it's been interesting to see how some of the characters from season 1 are finding their way back into season 2. And what I mean by that is you're seeing characters from when they had their big first class mage test.
okay.
And so a lot of those first class mages are making appearances in different cities, towns, villages, as Freerun is continuing her journey with Stark and Fern. And good evening, John. I hope you're having a wonderful night. It's a surprise Saturday show.
Yeah, I never got that far in the Freerun.
I enjoy the fact that it's it's a slow burn at times, but when the action scenes and the battles start, I think it makes them go harder and make them feel a little bit more entertaining. And a lot of decent character building in it. As season 2 has progressed, Fern has become less and less annoying to me. She's still not my favorite character, but she's not as annoying as she was in season 1 to me.
Ah, okay.
And all the memes out there and people shipping her and Stark, it's like, she's your typical moody teenager that doesn't understand her feelings, and Stark is just your typical idiot teenage boy who doesn't have a clue in general. And good evening, Drobit. Hello, Kai. I hope you're
Hello.
doing well.
Hello.
I lucked out and got found volume 14 of the Freerun manga, so I've read ahead. And I don't know if the anime is going to get as far as the manga has. If it does, and they stop where the manga has stopped currently, it's going to be left on one hell of a cliffhanger.
I could see it either get delayed or they'll go off and just finish it themselves. Series have done that in the past.
Yeah. But it's been very entertaining, and it's nice to see some of the older characters that come back, including characters that you thought, like in volume 14 of the manga, she runs into a character that she ran into late in season 1 that joined their party for a short time, and then they parted ways. I'm not sure how far you got into season 1, but
Episode 3 or 4. I didn't get that far.
Ah, okay. So you didn't even get to the mage battles and
No. I think like the last episode I watched, she was training the girl, and then that was it.
Ah, okay, yeah. So really early on, trying to, Fern, if you can blast a hole through this rock, then
Yep.
you'll have.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's gotten really good. Another show that I had started watching was a misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. I started watching it just because I was bored in the hotel. And I was like, this looks like it could be kind of entertaining. And it's actually been really good. The characters are, like, it's got some cute demi-human characters. And each one has their own little quirks and, hidden agendas. The basic idea of this show is you have a human teacher who despises humans because they use people. They only care about their own agendas. He was a teacher for a school prior, got burnt, tried to help a student. That student turned around and burned him really bad, forcing him to lose his job. That student ended up leaving the school. Lies were spread, things of that nature. So he kind of lost trust and any sense of wanting to be around humanity. Ends up getting a teaching job for demi-humans who want to try to become human. And there were a lot of twists and turns in this show that I wasn't expecting, including like some of the his students' true identities came out of left field. And especially, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who wants to watch it. But the bunny girl in this show, I was not expecting her arc. And she is your true tsundere. So that would be right up Darren's alley. And good evening, Ross. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend thus far. And the other one that I had started was You Can't Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friend. That has been interesting. As the show show starts off with your main male character, his childhood friend, who's a girl, lives right next door. She's constantly breaking into his house to wake him up. He kind of has feelings for her. She has feelings for him, but both of them, like, he thinks she hates him and vice versa. Outside of just being childhood friends, they could never be anything more. Then second girl comes in, who is also a childhood friend, but she's more of the tsundere type. treats him like crap. And hello, Jackson. And John Knight says, today's the last day of February. It is.
Yep.
We're already getting into March, which means hopefully this damn snow will leave.
Now we're going to get another 10 feet. They're just going to bury us. We'll get snow all the way July.
Probably.
Supposed to get warmer.
We're supposed to have a day down here next week. I think that said it was going to be like 75.
Yeah, I think we got like a 60 degree, then it like drops back down and it goes up and it goes down.
It was in the 50s yesterday and today, and I think tomorrow it's going to be a high of like 30 something. And trying to find the weather app here.
Yeah, we're going to stick right into like 30s and 40s. Which isn't bad.
Yeah, snow tomorrow, high of 42, low of 22. Monday, high of 32. Tuesday, 33. And then it's going to go up from there. Thursday says high of 58, so.
Been a crazy winter.
It has been. And you guys got it. That last storm, you guys got worse than us.
I lost power for 24 hours.
I'm glad you found it.
Lucky 80. We're sending the snow down there right now.
I watched the NASCAR truck race from St. Petersburg, Florida, and it looked absolutely gorgeous down there. Sunny, right on the water. I'm like, God, I would have loved to have been down there. Unfortunately, my favorite driver didn't have the best race today. He ended up getting spun out or hitting something and damaging his truck and ended up going a lap down late. He started second, though. Native New Englander.
That sucks.
But before today's race, he had finished in the top 5 in the first 2 races of the season, including a second place at Daytona. So, but getting back onto the childhood friends, after about, I think I'm 6 episodes in, and they have introduced a third girl who was also a childhood friend, who calls him Big Bro and has already announced to him that she loves him and has told the other 2 girls she wants to do dirty things with him, which has been interesting. So it's the show's been, I swear it's right up Darren's alley. I don't know if he's watching it or not. But when I started watching it, he was the first person I thought of. What other shows have you? Now, you said you've been watching Trigun, Jack of All Trades, and Banished to the Heroes Party. How have those been?
Sentenced to be a Hero. Trigun's been good. So that's basically a reboot of the original series. They've done pretty well with it. The animation style took a little bit to get used to.
That's not uncommon when you try to revamp an old series with modern technology.
Yep. But the battle scenes and everything has been phenomenal. I've been really enjoying Jack of All Trades. Like the twist, the last few episodes has been kind of takes the series to a different angle.
I heard you guys talking about that a little bit last week, and it's like I kind of want to continue watching it. It's just like I watch a lot of my anime when I'm at the hotels, because there are certain trains where I'm at the hotel for 20, 30 plus hours. On this job, going to Harrisburg, I get there, I'm up for a couple hours, and then I don't wake up again until I get the call. And then it's get up, get ready, and head out. So I haven't had much time to watch anything for the past few weeks because of this road train, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm only watching like 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Mr. Negative. It is very cold. I will tell you, when I lost power last on Monday, we had no heat at night because we didn't think we were going to lose it for that long. So we didn't run any heat. We have a pellet stove, but we have a battery backup, which died because my dad thought he could run a regular space heater off a converter and not kill the battery in 1 hour. Yep. Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
Space heaters run a lot of electricity. I try to explain that. I'm not going to fight with him. He's old and stubborn.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
I was warm. I was bundled in blankets. My dad, I told him, if you need blankets, take some. He did. And he had like one blanket downstairs, was freezing all night. I'm like, okay, just whatever. It's like, you want it. The next morning, we got the generator out. Generator ran, but the receptacle was broken. So we had to pull the generator apart, put a receptacle in. Then we finally got the pellet stove going. Everything was breaking. Yeah, it's where I say you need to prepare. If the thing that saved us though with food was it was so cold, we put everything in coolers and out in the porch. It was like 20 degrees on the porch, and it kept all the food, eggs, everything nice and cold. So we didn't lose anything other than some ice cream in the freezer. So we lucked out there. But when you get a blizzard, just over prepare. And all that happened was on the pole. It knocked the switch. So the wind knocked the switch out. So only knocked out my street of power because I had both my neighbors side to side had power. I didn't, and my street didn't have power.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's just how, because I'm on the main road / I have a street that's next to me too, but we're connected into the street. So it knocked out the street's line, but not the main line. Once the guys figured it out and they could get out there and see it, because they were there the night before, couldn't see the issue. We came in the guy came the next morning. It's like, now I can see it. And they wouldn't have been able to fix it till the next day anyway because the winds were so bad. He was telling me over along the coast, like those wires they were shaking so much they couldn't touch anything. And that part of my town was out of power for over a day.
Yeah, we have not lost power out here with any of the storms, which thankfully.
Yeah, the only time we lose power, like we're usually good, it's high winds, which is we get, the hurricanes. That's what kills us. We had like 60, 80 a mile an hour winds. Which made it also, the high winds made it seem like it didn't snow as much because everything was piled in one area.
Yeah, that's
was not fun. I wish I could do a bonfire, but I'd burn the house down. We have a pellet stove that runs off. So we have a battery converter and we also have a generator. We can run it off. But I'm glad my dad didn't try to turn the generator on at night because he would have blew a gasket when he found out the receptacle was broken.
Yeah.
Plus it was pitch dark too. So fixing it in the morning with it light out was a lot easier than doing it at pitch dark.
Oh, yeah, I can believe that. I can definitely believe that.
And we didn't even really have enough fuel. We only had 2 gallons of fuel. Like, Jesus Christ.
Looking at the chat, we have Ross saying, polar opposites and Invisible Man's Wife have been funny and romance balanced, so that helps. Fire Force has been good, and the English dub for Chain Soldier has finally been announced to start on March 11th. I think I started season 1 of Chain Soldier. I forgot that they were dropping a second season. I haven't been on Crunchyroll in a bit.
Oh, I saw that. I was like, what?
I did start reading some manga that was on Crunchyroll. I upped my subscription so I could start reading manga. I read one about of course an isekai about a dude that gets sent to another world and becomes a blacksmith. That one has been I think I read all like 25 chapters of that in one night. I think I ended up going to bed at like 12:30 in the morning. So I was like, this is pretty good. Oh, no more. Oh crap, it's that late already. Working on this particular run, I usually don't, we start our shift at 2:30 in the afternoon and usually don't get to the hotel until 2:30, 3, sometimes 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So it makes for long days.
Yep.
Almost guaranteed 12 going out and between 8 and 12 coming back.
So you pretty much are all the time. You just figure you're going to work 12.
Yeah, I always plan, I get the call, say, okay, you're on duty at, like if I get the calls tomorrow at 12:30, be there for 2:30. I'm planning on not being off the clock until 2:30 a.m. Oh, let's see here. I missed some of Ross's comments. He said he's just going to finish Midnight Heart and Tamon B-side. Thought would have romance, but Midnight Heart, nothing's happening. No dry air of romance. Same with Tamon B-side. So they're making him feel bleh, but at least Tamon is funny and saying he's glad winter season is almost done. I think we were all talking like the spring season was going to have a lot of good stuff.
You're going to watch Needy Girl Overdose? Should play the game too.
I don't know.
I recommend playing the game.
Needy Girl Overdose?
Yes, you can look at it up on Steam.
I'll shoot me a message so you can remind me after show. I'll go look that up. I was watching speaking of random games, I was watching a VTuber streaming 3 nights ago. And he was just going through playing like random demos that he had downloaded, and one of them was like a VTuber game that it got really bad really quick to the point he's like, I'm just gonna end that here and we'll go to a different game.
I wonder if he was doing all like because I know over the past week I think there was like an indie thing that was going on, and I know some people are playing like indie games a lot.
It could have been one of them that was doing the indie game stuff. I think I saw like 2 or 3 people that were just doing like indie game demos and stuff just playing multiple games during their streams.
So I watched a 16-hour stream. I think it was 12 or 16 hours of someone playing the new Resident Evil game. On, I want to say it was Thursday, because he was playing the New Zealand version, because they get it like a day before, because how the time zones are.
Yeah. My wife actually just watched Resident Evil movie tonight.
Oh, the new game. I know you've never look into the lore of the game. I like the lore. I usually don't play the games because I'm really bad at them, but they did a really good job with this one. I like how the enemies aren't all the same. They all act different. It's not like you're fighting the same zombie every single time. They all act a little differently. It's kind of interesting mechanics.
Okay.
And it's nice. This game brought you back to old areas that you haven't been to and just seeing them destroyed now. Like you go back to Raccoon City after its destruction, like years later, and actually see Raccoon City in its aftermath. And Leon. Everybody loves Leon.
Because I know nothing of the Resident Evil games. I've never played them. It was never in my interest range.
Yeah, there is a lot of lore behind it.
But knowing that they continued on with they kept the lore going, and as the games continued on, like you said, you got to go back and a place that you visited early on in the game franchise, you get to go back and see the aftermath and see how much it's changed, which the creative side of that, I admire.
Yeah, and also you play one of the characters you play as Leon Kennedy, which he was in the original Resident Evil. You get this, and he's old.
So he ages with the game.
Yeah, he's been aging with the game. A lot of the characters, Rebecca.
Oh, that's really good. That's really a cool idea.
But the ending surprised me quite a bit. I don't want to say spoilers. I'm not sure if anybody's played it yet.
Hey, I can spoil if you want.
I'll just say it has to do with Spencer. And anybody that's played Resident Evil knows who Spencer is. The creator of the T-virus.
Not the T-virus.
There's multiple different types. If you get into the lore, where the T-virus even came from. And then with the village, and because you have the T-virus, you have the mold, the plaga. There's so much.
Ross in the chat says final episode of Beastar's final season airs this Friday on Netflix. And John Knight says that today is National Pancake Day.
I didn't eat any pancakes.
Neither did I. I didn't know.
Pancake run.
You got the cookies. You just got to swap them out with pancakes now. Ross in the chat asks what he asked John Knight, but I'll ask you, what's your favorite flavor of pancake? For Ross, his is strawberry and banana. John says favorite pancake is chocolate.
Mine is plain with maple syrup.
If I'm gonna have flavored pancakes, I'm a sucker for blueberry. I miss the good old days. I think IHOP still has the flavored syrups too, so I'd get blueberry pancakes and use the blueberry syrup.
I haven't been to IHOP in so many years. I think. Oh God.
That was the home of the one-legged waitress for a long time.
I don't think I've been to IHOP since I've staffed for Anime Boston. and that's 2007.
Does that mean at Anki we have to make an IHOP breakfast?
There's one not far from there. No, we're going to the steakhouse. We're all going to the steakhouse. We're going to Jimmy's. We're all going to Jimmy's Steakhouse.
Well, that's a dinner. We could do an IHOP breakfast for like Friday morning or something.
I'm trying to think where. Yeah, I think there's one. Should be one very close.
I'm excited for IHOP. Yeah, for On Key.
It'll be fun. Like, I'm really hoping this is this convention sticks, because we need having something like this on the East Coast will be beneficial.
Oh yeah, and from what I've seen in Discord, they're still drawing a lot of attention, and it seems like they're working really, really hard behind the scenes to put this event on. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Interested in seeing how well things go with internet and everything, because obviously when you're going to have a convention for VTubers, not everybody's going to be there in person, so they're going to need to have good internet so that the VTubers can be there in their VTuber forums on the robots and tablets and stuff like that.
I believe they use the VTuber research lab for that, because I don't think they rely on the convention center's internet completely. Okay. Which I wouldn't in that case. I would get my own.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the internet would work for there. We'll find all that out when we get there and get everything set up. Looking forward to broadcasting quite a bit throughout the convention, and possibly having our first. As long as everybody can make it, it would be great to have all four of us at On Key. At the same time, Darren is the only question mark at the moment with things going on at his work.
Yeah, and I got the 2 rooms booked, so one can fit 4, the other can fit 2.
And it could end up just being my wife and I are going to talk more about it, but it's looking like it could just be me coming out, so it might just be me, you, Darren. If Darren makes it, so we might not need 2 rooms, but I'll keep you up to date as things progress.
Yep.
And Ross says this information is for Doug, who was busy not to join stream lately. There is a cat girl anime coming out this summer. Look up Chain Smoker Cat. I heard you talking about it last week a little bit when I was listening to the show. Don't know much about it. Something I will probably look into at some point.
I looked at it. To me, it's something I'm probably not going to watch.
I tend to watch a lot of the stupider stuff. I won't lie. So it could be something that, it might be up my alley. It might be something that I'm like, no, not for me. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure of like everything that's coming out next season, because I haven't had time to do much of anything.
Slime's coming back. Rent-A-Girlfriend's coming back.
I heard an interesting comparison from one of the other podcasts that I follow. I think it was a comparison somebody made on the Trash Days podcast. It was brought up about Zootopia and making comparisons between Zootopia and Beastars. Saying how the two of them are very similar due to the anthropomorphic animals in them. I don't know that I would make that connection, but I guess I could kind of see it. And for somebody who isn't heavy into either side, I could see where you could make the comparison. Looking up the spring 2026 animes.
Yep.
ReZero Season 4 is coming out. Slime Season 4. which I need to finish season. I'm trying to think. Did I finish season 2? I know I didn't watch any of 3. Classroom of the Elite, 4th season. Wisteria, Wand and Sword, season 2. Did that really need a season 2?
In my opinion, yes. It didn't really end.
True.
Like it ended more on questions and answers.
I think the trouble there is I watched it and I enjoyed it, but I've watched so much since then that I'm trying to remember it.
Because the ending was like he was able. He's a person that really can't use magic, but he was able to use magic in his sword. So it's like, oh.
Hello.
Oh God.
A wild A has appeared.
Hello, A.
I'm in the car. I'm driving home, so this is what you get.
Oh, good.
Drive safe. People are crazy out there.
Well, yes.
That's why she's on hands.
So how's now. Yup. And there is a non-zero chance I'm going to lose you all at some point. So how's everybody doing?
Doing good. I've been staying busy with work. So I've only been like watching 3 or 4 shows, and I still haven't watched any more of Jack of All Trades since the last time we spoke.
I'm caught up. Holy one-liner. That curveball.
I told you that curveball was like, what?
We basically did a binge that Snow Day Monday, and we just caught up on literally all the anime we were watching. So yeah, what in the heck? Just wow. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to spoil it, because that's like amazing.
I know next week I'm not going to be around next Sunday because I will be coming home from Jersey. But you will have Maverick joining, talking about his impression of Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, heck yes.
He has finally watched it, and he messaged me on Discord through the OnKey general chat about it, which he probably should have just private messaged me.
That's why like Pin's gonna kill him one of these days.
Why did he spoil?
He didn't spoil anything, but half of the stuff that he talks about in general chat should be saved for other tabs on the channel.
Or private.
I mean, Apothecary Diaries could have gone in like the AZR chat because all of us watched it.
Right. Well, that's where he should have basically put it.
But it turned into him talking about it and then asking about coming back on the show to talk about it, and then me and him scheduling him to come back on.
Absolutely. Eventually, I will put together a Mao Mao inspired cosplay.
And also another fun idea that we had talked about a couple weeks ago about a potential D&D Battle Royale live stream. I do have a DM for that. Switch Hack says, hell yes, he is into DM. Just tell him when and where.
Awesome. I will totally just reuse I will scale the version of Maple I have saved to D&D Beyond appropriately, depending on what level we do this. Because, go on.
I was going to say, I I think we could have up to 10 people on at the same time. So as many people as you can find that would be interested to partake.
Oh, I feel like a couple people from one of my actual plays would want to join. Hell, one of the GMs from one of my GMs would probably want to play. Ooh.
And the rest of us could sit back and enjoy the show.
You could have more, but you'd have to do a different type of setup. You couldn't use stream.
Yeah. We could, if we were going to do like that many players, one per Switch Axe, and two, we'd probably just have to use Discord.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Use Discord and probably Roll20. And then set it up on Twitch, and then probably set it up on Twitch.
Yeah, because all you really
or
need,
YouTube.
Like I could probably help you with it, but there's a way you can multi-stream.
Yeah.
On OBS. That's all you have to do is multi-stream. I just don't think you would only be able to do YouTube and Twitch. I wouldn't push it any further.
Yeah.
Because Streamlabs takes a lot of the pressure off your PC from doing it. If you do it yourself, you're going to put some pressure on your PC, multi-streaming on your internet.
That's one of those. I haven't had to be the one to host the streams. So that's something I probably need to learn, but I also don't have the setup. I also don't have an optimized setup.
I'm not sure if my setup is optimized to handle something like that either, in all honesty.
I'd probably be the only one that would have the setup to do it.
Probably. When you joined us, we were taking a look ahead at what the spring 2026 season had to offer. Because Ross was bringing up about Chainsmoker Cat, and I had heard you guys talking about it, but didn't know much about it. So I was scrolling through to see what was coming out next season, seeing if there was more stuff that would be on my interest list than this season. Where this is one of those rare times that my wife is watching more shows than me. What?
Akana Banache.
Akana Banache?
The anime about Rakugo. I'm like 100% looking forward. That's like my big one for next season.
I see Angel Next Door spoils me rotten season 2, so that's going to be a Darren one. Dr. Stone Science Future Part 3. A season 4 of Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. I forgot about that show.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck?
Ascendance of a Bookworm. Another season of that's coming out. Farming Life in Another World Season 2. That's a show I don't know if it needed a Season 2. But I will watch it because I enjoyed Season 1. Demons of the Shadow Realm coming out in April next season. The Beginning After the End, Season 2. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. Comedy romance.
That sounds like a Darren and Ross.
Yeah. Mission Yuzakura Family Season 2. I didn't know there was a Season 1 of that. Never heard of it. Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 5. No. I watched one season of it and was like, I've had enough. Another villainous anime, the most heretical last boss queen from Villainous to Savior Season 2. Liar Game, that might be up your alley, Ange. A drama suspense.
Maybe.
By Studio Madhouse.
Madhouse does put out some good stuff.
Themes: high stakes game, psychological strategy game.
Yeah, that's a definite maybe from me.
Let's see. Petals of Reincarnation. Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. Comedy, romance, supernatural. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. Akane Banashi. Needy Girl Overdose. That's one you were talking about, Kaya.
The game is fun. It is kind of dark. But it has to do about streamers and stuff like that. So,
okay. See, gals can't be kind to otaku. And that's Gal, G-A-L. Ace of Diamond Act 2, Season 2. Yoa Yoa Teacher, comedy, romance, ecchi. So that's probably up Darren's alley. Oh, this one's right up. This one's right up Angela's alley. Reborn as a Vending Machine, Season 3. She just.
There's a lot I want to say. There's a lot I want to say right now, but I'm driving. So we're gonna leave that as just no.
I know that's a series you will never sit down and watch.
Nope.
And that's okay. I don't know if it really needed a third season, but at the same point in time, I can understand why they would put a third season out. And part of me hopes a certain thing happens in Season 3.
Just how many different things can you be reincarnated into, for crying out loud?
Hey, they're reincarnating people into ribs now, so I don't know.
My point exactly.
Before long, you're gonna have I've been reincarnated as the hero's toilet. Yeah, we probably shouldn't give them ideas.
No, we should not. Can we get some good slice of life that's not necessarily romance, that's not necessarily comedy? How about just a cute, fun slice of life?
Let's see.
But that's just me.
Classroom of the Black Cat and a Witch, comedy fantasy. That could be interesting. Even a replica can fall in love. I became a legend after my 10-year-long last stand. The hell?
Exactly.
I'm scrolling through, seeing if I can find that Chainsmoker cat. I have not seen it yet.
That one might be one that's further back.
Yeah, just do a search. Just do a search for Chainsmoker cat, because it is on there. I remember seeing it.
I'll have to scroll up and see if I can find the Chainsmoker cat, because, like I said, I've heard you guys talking about it before.
Yeah, I don't think it was spring. I think it was summer.
Or just eventually.
Yeah.
What the? Oh God! People have death wishes.
Told ya.
Yanni
People have been crazy the last few days driving.
Yanni Neko.
No.
Okay.
I'm I'm going almost 70, and people are flying by on all sides, cutting across 4 lanes of traffic. And I thought I was bad.
Welcome to I-95.
I know, right?
I don't miss that at all.
Hey, Doug, question for you.
Purple.
Did you see the Dunkin' Donuts announcement about the bucket?
Yes. I hope, and if it's still there come November, I was told I had to come home with at least 2 empty buckets.
Wait, the what?
Dunkin' Donut is selling, I think it's like a 48-ounce bucket of coffee. They're trying it in various locations, and the closest one that I can think of to your area is Foxborough.
And Foxborough is sold out.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, that does not surprise me at all.
No, because there was a false list that had 2 locations that were closer to me, and we went to one of them to try and get the bucket, and they'd never heard of it. But yeah.
I've seen the pictures of it. The wife told me about it, and I was like, that is insane. The bucket's like this huge.
Jesus.
She showed me a picture. A dude's got his arm wrapped around it, just drinking while I'm driving. It's like, it's too big, won't fit in my cup holder. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. That thing's not going to fit in anybody's cup holder. You're lucky if you can fit it in your lap and not spill it.
But yeah, husband managed to get the left mitten they gave out.
Oh, that's cool.
Because that was a giveaway from Dunkin' Donuts obviously with the purchase of an iced beverage.
Yeah.
But I digress. But this is what happens when you get me while I'm driving. You get ADHD brain.
The synopsis: Yanni is a cat girl with a seriously bad smoking habit. She smokes so much that her apartment smells like ash and is littered with cigarette butts and plenty of other trash. Every time she tries to quit, she becomes weak to the cravings and gives in almost instantly. Will she ever get her life together, or is she doomed to live as a chain-smoking slob forever?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a series I would like.
I don't know if I would watch it. You said it's getting an anime, but it doesn't show in here that it has an anime. It's showing more. It says manga. Started in February 20th of 2023.
The anime's got announced.
Yeah, the anime's been announced. When it's happening, I don't know. I remember seeing that.
Okay. Because from what I see on my anime list, it does not show like any listings of when that's going to be coming out. And hello, Darren. I see you have joined but are muted. You are probably busy somewhere.
I was helping a friend do some work, and he invited me to stay for dinner. So trying to be a polite house guest.
Ah.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to spend the better part of the afternoon, evening with friends I haven't seen in over a year. So got just lost track of time per usual.
Oh, no problems. It's kind of a weird thing doing a show on Saturday anyway, just because really I'm not going to be around for tomorrow or next Sunday. So 3 Sundays in a row I'm going to be working. Just the way that the schedule happens.
Here's a question, and I'm just going to toss this out there. Do you have a consistent day off ever?
No.
No.
I typically do what I am working. I will find out when I go back. But it's usually like Tuesday, Wednesday for me.
Well, I ask because do we want to? I know we've been doing this Sundays forever and a day, but do we want to move to a different night to accommodate work schedules?
Oh, we could. I mean, we could. We could always stream whenever either we're all around at the same time. For me, that varies from week to week and sometimes day to day. Or we can try to still maintain the Sunday show and then add extra streams throughout the week. What do you guys in the chats think? Would you be up for us having shows different days of the week every week, or would you like to see us try to maintain the Sunday shows and switch it up from time to time if the schedule needs to? Because we're here for you guys. We enjoy putting on the show and talking all the fun anime stuff. I was telling Kaya that I was able to find free written manga volume 14, which I didn't know was out. I thought 13 was the last one for when they went on hiatus, which I then read in about 45 minutes at a stop signal. And also, I'm not much for pop figures, but I found a free run pop figure. I didn't know if they had free run out in the pop figure form yet.
This is why. This is 100% why. If I find a free run figure, I'm just gonna get it for you.
I'm trying to cut back on the free run figures. I'm now trying to find Apothecary Diary figures, specifically Mao Mao. The thing is, we went to round 1 earlier this week and went by all their claw machines, and I got to see the first Apothecary Diary figure in person, but it was of Jinshi, and I don't want a Jinshi figure. I want a Mao Mao. They had 3 different free run figures, including one that she was in like a German beer girl outfit.
While I'm at Anime Boston, do you want me to look for Mao Mao?
I will leave that entirely up to you. I will be going to a convention in a few weeks. Actually, no, March 20th through 22nd, I'll be going to Zenkai Con. And I'll be keeping an eye out for stuff there as well.
Because I will.
I know Anime Boston has had some other big guest announcements, which we're excited about, including Yaya Han.
That surprised me. I was like, what?
Yeah, that honestly, if I I need to do that. What I'm gonna do, if Yaya Han's doing press interviews and whatnot, I'm totally gonna do that.
Oh, definitely.
Because I feel like that would appeal to a lot of a chunk of our audience.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And I know for Zenkai Con, a couple of the guests that are going to be there include Megan Shipman and Emmy Lowe. Caitlin Glass is going to be at Zenkai Con out my way in Lancaster, PA. So the reason I was able to make that one work as opposed to Anime Boston, I'm not getting a hotel, so it's going to be cheaper. It's an hour to drive there and back. So similar to Anki for Angela, it's cheap. It'll be cheaper because you don't need the hotel.
Yeah, no, Anki, I will almost assuredly just do the driving. Same Same with PAX East. We don't do hotel. We drive.
I'll be at a hotel at PAX East.
Yeah.
And at On Peak. I
saw they updated the app. The PAX nav got updated. So the floor plan should be dropping within the week or so, would be my guess.
Yeah. Yeah, the app's got the PAX Nav app has some really, really cool features. Given I typically work the info booth, I made a point of learning the ins and outs so I could show people how to use it.
No, it's real. I wish more people knew. I had to show my friend how to use it. I'm like, this thing shows you basically everything.
If you are in the interactive maps, it will also give you like Google Maps walking directions from any point A to any point B.
Yep. Friggin' awesome.
Oh yeah. No, and when I started showing that to people. Even my husband, who enforces in one of the theaters, he's like, "Wait, it does that?" Yeah. And he's like, "Why do you expect me to know that? I don't leave my theater." I'm like, yeah, I know.
It's amazing what the apps can do nowadays. I frequent Sam's Club at least 2 to 3 times a month, and I have their app on the phone. And through the Sam's Club app, you can literally, if you put your credit card into the app, you can scan the UPC code, get every item that you're buying into the cart, pay for it, and then just walk right out the door. You don't have to stand in line at the checkouts or anything like that. It's a fast pass to just grab your stuff and get out. And I'm amazed not more people use
BJ's
it.
BJ's has a similar function.
Yep.
I will be right back. It is bedtime for the little one. So give me just a moment.
All right.
Because I'm looking forward to see like what vendors will be there. I always look at the map before I go, so I kind of plan my first day out because Thursday is the best day to get most of the stuff done.
Thursday's the best for demos and whatnot.
Yep.
I would argue Sunday, if you are looking for something super important, also Thursday, but Sunday's the best day to go wandering for deals.
Yep. I usually on Thursday try to get all the demos and play stuff.
Because Sundays, most of the vendors don't want to pay to ship stuff back, so we'll sell inventory at a discounted rate.
I think you see that a lot of places. The less stuff they have to cart home, the better.
That makes it easier for teardown too.
About to say, why do you think I volunteer to tear down every year? Ever since they started inviting me to.
Then you walk home with like four extra figures that you weren't expecting.
Pretty much, either at severely discounted rates or near free.
Or sometimes free.
Yep.
Ross in the chat says, Darren, 1 month left until your beloved Sheena returns. Are you ready to be spoiled?
Yes, I love the angel next door.
I did start watching a show that immediately made me think of you. Were you watching You Can't Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friend?
Yes.
You are watching that?
Yes, I'm not caught up on it, but I am watching it.
I think I'm 2 episodes behind. I've watched 6 episodes. Everything that was English dubbed, I was able to watch in a hotel before getting called to work.
Gotcha. By the way, wow. Go ahead.
It's been a cute show.
It is. But while all four of us are here, are all of us caught up on Jack of all trades?
Nope.
Doug
Yes.
is way behind.
I think I have only watched like 2 episodes.
Wow, Doug, get on the ball.
Jack of all trades and Sentenced to be a Hero. So good.
Like I was telling Kaya, with the current job that I'm on this week, or I've been on like 7 of the last 8 weeks. I spend most of the time lately being able to watch anime has been while in hotels, and I have spent about 10 or 11 hours total in hotels, which I spend 90% of the time sleeping. And usually I don't wake up until I get the call to get ready for work, and that gives me about an hour and a half to get up, shower, eat, and pack all my stuff and be ready for the van to head back to catch the return train. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to watch stuff this season, which is why I'm only watching 3 or 4 shows. I am caught up on Freerin. I just caught up on the Misanthrope Teaches a Class for Demi-Humans, and I watched 6 episodes of the rom-com.
Well,
like I said, I started Jack of All Trades, but only got 2 episodes in because the wife and I had watched that together.
And what about Girl in the Heroes Party?
Oh, that's the other one, Girl in the Heroes Party. So 5. I've upped it to 5. I think I'm caught up on Heroes Party.
I think I need to watch the most recent one of that one.
That one's been cute. It's had some interesting turns.
Nope. I was 2 weeks behind on everything, and then binged a bunch during our Monday snow days. So I'm caught up minus anything that dropped this week.
See, I didn't get any snow days. I worked during both of the last big snowstorms. Granted, you guys got hit harder from last week's storm than we did. I think we only got like 3 or 4 inches. Where Kaya was without power for 24 hours.
Boston got about a foot. Rhode Island got 3 feet.
You guys can keep it, or we could ship it to Florida.
No, let's pack it up. Let's pack it up and ship it to Darren.
Well, we had somebody in the chat earlier talking about
so that would be much appreciated.
I should have took pictures of the piles that we have in my town. The piles.
I have a picture of my car at the morning after our snow, the morning of our snow day. Obviously, I can't do anything about that now, but I
it was
do.
A lot of it.
Yes, the snowbanks. But welcome to New England. We have snow and ice.
Pretty much.
And Dunkin' Donuts.
And you gotta get your iced coffee. Doesn't matter if the wind chill's in the negative double digits. You still need your iced coffee. Kaya's nodding. He knows.
I get hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee.
I don't go a day without coffee.
I have been lately. I've actually cut back. Like when I'm home, I typically will have an International Delight iced coffee with a Premier Protein shake mixed in. If I'm on the road, it's usually just energy drinks. I usually won't like tomorrow. I'll probably have a coffee before I leave for work. Monday coming back, I won't have coffee. The caffeine I get will come from an energy drink. I won't have coffee or soda.
No, I enjoy the taste of good quality coffee.
I do too. It's just when I'm on the road, I don't want to spend too much money on it.
I find coffee to be cheaper than energy drinks.
In some cases, yeah.
But also, I just enjoy the taste of coffee, period.
We found we went on, I think it was like Amazon, and found a box of like 100 different flavors of coffee. It wasn't 100 flavors, but it was like 100 cups of like 40 different flavors and stuff. And
yeah,
it had like the chocolate covered cherries flavor. There was 2 different blueberry pie types, and that was all really, really good. So I've been enjoying a lot of those.
You know, I'm actually super excited. Yeah, for the month of April, you guys might not see me at all. I realized between Anime Boston, my family trip to Iceland, and I'm staffing another convention after that.
Oh, you're gonna be busy.
Also, there could be a lot of weeks where the show changes.
Yep.
Ross in the chat.
Because when I travel,
When you travel, you are focused on family time. Ross in the chat says Paramount has acquired
when I travel.
Oh, go ahead.
Paramount's acquired Warner Brothers.
Netflix backed out, and he says, yes, it's real.
Yeah, Netflix didn't want to pay. Paramount just offered too much money.
Huh. Interesting.
And I know some of your conversation last week delved around the Olympic figure skater who won gold. That was the big anime fan.
Yup.
Alyssa, what was her name again?
Alyssa Liu and Amber Glenn.
That's right, Alyssa Liu. I
both of them apparently anime fans.
I did see actually this morning on YouTube. I watched the her gold medal winning routine. I hadn't watched figure skating in ages, but it was quite impressive. Like she just looked like she was having fun. She didn't care it was the Olympics. She looked like she didn't care what was going on. She was just out there skating and having the time of her life. Which that I admired, and some of the moves that she made were pretty impressive. I don't know diddly squat about figure skating. I can't tell you the difference. I can't tell you if they jump in the air and they do a double, triple. You know, I'm not even sure what some of the moves are called, but now figure skating.
Go back and rewatch Yuri on Ice.
I'm sure they've explained it, and I used to watch the Olympics all the time when I was younger, both summer and winter games, and figure skating was one of the winter sports that I watched all the time. But I didn't get into figure skating as heavy as I got into gymnastics, watching that back from the '96 Olympics. But in gymnastics, it was easier to figure out what the moves were called as opposed to I know in figure skating when they jump, I think it depends on body and feet and stuff. I'm like, I can't tell you the difference between a Lutz and a triple toe loop or any of that other stuff. I just know she jumped in the air, spun around, looked pretty, and landed it. Or, oops, that one fell on her ass.
100%.
I also was so out of it. I didn't even know the Winter Olympics had ended. I think I saw maybe 5 minutes total of the Winter Olympics when I was at the hotel. They had curling on the TV one of the days, so I watched like 5-10 minutes of that until the van pulled up to bring us to the rail yard, and that's the extent of the Olympics that I saw. Which is kind of a shame.
I watched a lot of curling. Yes, it was. I watched a lot of curling, a lot of hockey, ski mountaineering, and figure skating.
Typically, when I would watch it, I would watch. Typically, when I watch it, I would watch the figure skating, the bobsled, the luge. Sometimes the speed skating would be interesting, especially if the person on the inside fell and wiped out everybody. I enjoy the chaos. I don't know why, but
meh. Watching the U.S. beat Canada. Watching the U.S. beat Canada in hockey was fun.
Oh, I bet.
And worth doing our food shopping at the crack of dawn.
And I have to laugh because who was it that I heard somebody talking about it? Canada is such like the most they talk about Canada, not very violent country, but they created one of the most violent sports.
Well, I have to say, I think that's the one sport that you would actually see them get violent in.
Canada also invented axe throwing.
That was just some angry dude throwing axes at a picture of his ex-wife or something.
A drunk, angry person. Let's get it right.
Granted, I did have pictures of an ex that I did not like that I did attach to a dartboard and throw darts at, but that's another story. Ross in the chat. I can't remember what Kaya, Darren, and Angela said last week, but I'm not watching Jack of All Trades. Is the main character aware of the girl's feeling, or is he dense about it? Doug, do you know? I do not, because I've only seen 2 episodes.
The girls really aren't showing him any kind of interest like that that's noteworthy yet. I mean, it's there that he's admired, but in terms of I think they're all coming to terms with how much they actually like him.
Yep.
Agreed. And the sisters still need to have a conversation.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
And I have a question for Darren based off of watching the childhood friend rom-com. Who's your favorite girl of the 3 that I have seen up to episode 6?
Unfortunately, I've only seen 2 episodes so far. I have not seen number 3 yet.
Okay, you have not seen number 3 yet. Who refers to him as Big Brother?
No, I have not.
She is a year younger than the other 2 girls that are in the series from the beginning.
Okay.
I kind of like girl 3 the best of the 3 of them thus far, but I'm curious as to which one of the two main girls that you have seen thus far you like more, the tsundere or the trying to go all out, but he takes everything away.
Honestly, I like the one that's trying to go all out. Yeah, honestly, so far, based on what I've seen, the one that's trying to go all out has caught my interest more.
I think you'll like the younger childhood friend who comes in. I think she comes in like episode 4 or 5. Because I watched it earlier this past week, and I'm trying to remember when she comes in. But I kind of like her the best of the 3 thus far, and I think that, and from what I've seen in the opening, it looks like there's a 4th girl that shows up at some point. So,
now, is any of y'all watching You and I Are Polar Opposites?
No.
I think that's you and Ross.
Okay, well, let me just say this: it is good. It's maybe, I don't know how Skip and Loafer was, but in comparison to this, but I think you would like it, and I really do. So maybe give it 1 or 2 episodes if you have time.
That's a very big if.
And the title alone just sounds like Angela and my anime taste.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
John Knight in the chat says that he added You and I Are Polar Opposites on my anime list.
You know what? I'm going to say I've noticed that his taste is actually similar to mine.
I just have the most oddball taste of the 4 of us.
Are you sure about that?
I would disagree with that.
Okay, I have the trashiest taste.
There you go.
I will agree with that.
I probably have the most generic taste, except for a couple. I don't know.
I would argue mine is the least expected.
Actually, I take that back. I'm the perfect balance of expected versus not expected. Because every now and then I'll hit y'all with something like, "What the heck did you make me watch?"
Aho Girl.
I was thinking Dorohedoro too, but
Aho Girl was exactly what I expected from Darren.
But did you expect Dorohedoro?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, that one definitely had me going. That was definitely a WTF moment when I watched that episode.
Exactly. So that's why I said I kind of find myself in the middle, because sometimes I'll be hitting stuff that everybody's seen, and then other times I'll be finding stuff that no one's even heard about, or they've heard about.
And for me, it's just out. Whereas I like the weird shit, plain and simple.
And I know the one that I threw out there, you all kind of expected. You're with, was it Saint's Magic Power? I believe that was the one that I had thrown out there.
Not gonna lie, did not like it, but I assume you figured that would be the case.
I figured that would be one of the better non-trolley choices. Because I know Darren and I both had the same thoughts of what could we put out there to kind of troll everybody that's just like horrible. But instead we both chose shows that we thought others would actually like and Kaya enjoyed. Did you ever finish that series?
No.
Which series? Sorry.
I thought about trolling y'all and
Oh, I think she's breaking up there.
I think they're referencing. I think, yeah. The joys of I-95.
Oh, now we can hear you.
Oh, you're on. That's right. You did say you were.
She's driving home.
Normally, I'm the one driving, so that's a shocker.
No, I jumped on from. I jumped on while still in while on the road in Rhode Island, and now I'm less than 20 miles from home.
That's a good way to pass the time.
Yeah. No, I thought about trolling you guys and picking like a really like a stereotypical shonen and one that would be overrated and all that, but I figured I'd actually give you one I really enjoyed.
And I think I shocked you all when I said that I would rather continue Angela's choice than Darren's.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Go ahead, Ange.
No, I was legit surprised by that because I figured out of everybody, Doug would be the one to not like Psychopaths.
It was definitely something different.
One of the reasons I loved it.
Although I can't guarantee the next time we do that I won't choose something trolly.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, more next time we do it, I might pick something that y'all might actually like all of y'all might like.
No, honestly, I'd probably pick another out of the box.
I have to say, you already showed me Wonder Egg, so
make everybody watch Uma Musume.
Hey, I already watched Uma Musume, so I'm fine with that.
I think everybody here but Angela has watched.
Yep, I have not, but that one I won't. Well, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch that one on my own. If that one comes up in one of those everyone watches an episode, I'm not going to complain about that one.
The anime itself is actually really well done, and the fact that they kind of, in many instances, had the storylines progress similar to the actual horses that each girl represents, their race histories. I give a lot of credit to and give a lot of respect to.
Oh yeah.
Even to Gold Ship, drop kicking people.
Like, no, I respect it. No, I as much as I'd like to make Doug watch Wonder Egg, I probably won't.
I mean, if it's one episode, I probably could get through that.
It gets really mental.
And we're all there in some way, shape, or form.
Well, like I said, this to go around, I wanted to pick something that none of y'all had seen. And I had to make sure Rob hadn't seen, Kaya hadn't seen it, because he seems to, the couple of off-the-wall ones that I've picked, he actually seemed to know. Flip Flappers, for instance.
Surprised that some people haven't watched that.
The animation was trippy as.
Ross in the chat says that he saw an announcement a couple days ago for Kiki's delivery service is coming back to North American theaters March 13th in 4K in IMAX theaters.
Yep.
Yep, it's going to be an IMAX exclusive from what I read. And because I had never seen Kiki's Delivery Service, we ended up as a household watching it last night.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
It is adorable. I loved it.
I love Gigi. The cat is just like super adorable.
And I gotta say, Ghibli, that casting in that, so many big names. What in the heck? Like we ended up because HBO, we could only watch in English.
Yeah.
But Ghibli does good casting. Holy crap. Like Gigi the cat, Phil Hartman. Like holy one-liner. That was great.
Oh, I mean, I haven't seen any of the Ghibli films in Japanese, only in English, and they're all fantastic in English. And Kiki's Delivery Service is right up there amongst one of my top favorites of the Ghibli movies I've seen. But Howl's Moving Castle is fantastic.
Oh, I love Howl's.
Ponyo was pretty good. What was the one? The girl with the it was one of the more like controversial Ghibli. It was like the girl with the wolf.
Asuka?
The girl with the wolf?
No, not Asuka.
No. I'm drawing a blank. And there was also the one, the girl that was working at the hotel with yokai.
Are you talking about Mononoke?
Princess Mononoke, yeah. That was the one I was thinking of. That one
I've
was
only
really
seen
good.
I've only seen half the movie. Spirited Away is by far my favorite.
Yeah, Spirited Away was really good. My Neighbor Totoro was really good as well.
Totoro was amazing. No, I've seen some in English, some in Japanese.
Welcome, Wisp.
Hello, Wisp.
Thank you for the raid.
Oh, sweet.
Yay!
Thank you for the raid, Wisp. I hope you had a wonderful stream. We're just kind of having a fun chat tonight. Nothing too crazy, too special. But welcome to everybody who's joining us.
You know what? I'm going to toss this out to chat. Favorite Studio Ghibli movies? Go.
Ooh.
Just cause.
There's a lot more I have not seen from Studio Ghibli.
I was just going to say that, Wisp. That is my favorite.
Someone tell me what they said.
Howl's Moving Castle from Wisp. Ross is Up on Poppy Hill.
I cannot answer this because I've not seen a single Ghibli film, as much as I'm ashamed to say.
From Up on Poppy Hill came out in 2011. Studio Ghibli movies go all the way back to 1986 with Castle in the Sky. In 1988, they came out with My Neighbor Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies, which I have not seen. Kiki's Delivery Service. Go ahead.
Kiki's Delivery Service was 89 in Japan, and Grave of the Fireflies is a very depressing but fantastic movie.
In 91, you had Only Yesterday. 92, Porco Rosso. 94, Pom Poko, which I hadn't heard of. Those three I hadn't heard of. 95, really? Whisper of the Heart. 97, Princess Mononoke. 99, My Neighbors, the Yamadas. 2001, Spirited Away, which was really good. 2002, The Cat Returns. I think I watched that. I didn't know that was I didn't know that was a Ghibli movie. That was pretty good. 04, Howl's Moving Castle. 06, Tales of Earthsea. 2008, Ponyo, which was good. 2010, Artie. 2011, From Up on Poppy Hill. 2013, you had The Wind Rises and The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. 2014, When Marnie Was There. 2016, The Red Turtle. And 2023, The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron was also fantastic.
I did not watch that one. And that is coming up. That list came off of the Wikipedia page, list of Studio Ghibli works. So that was all the feature films. And then it had television films, Ocean Waves in 93, Earwig and the Witch in 2020. And then he had a television series, Ranja and the Robber's Daughter in 2014.
Wow.
DJ Fruit Loop says Cat Returns is their favorite. Welcome to Anime-Zing Radio. Ross says seen Howl's Moving Castle as well. Was a kid with Spirited Away. Ross also says, fun fact, Ponyo and Secret World of Variety was not only Ghibli, but Disney as well.
Yep.
Spirited Away was distributed by Disney as well in the States.
But all of them really good.
I love Ghibli movies. My best part of the trip to Japan was going to the museum.
Oh, you were lucky enough to get to the museum?
Yep.
Because I've heard that's difficult.
Yeah, you have to get tickets before you go.
That was one of the few things. I think that was the only big thing I didn't get to do my last trip. That was like the one thing we couldn't. We got tickets to the Nintendo Museum, but we couldn't get tickets to the Ghibli Museum.
Yeah, it's very popular, and like the tickets you get, they're timed too, so you can only go certain times, and it's
yeah, like everything else in Japan.
Yep.
And I'm curious, Kaya, knowing how big you were into the idol culture, when on any of your trips to Japan, were you able to make it to the AKB48 cafe?
I did not go. I saw it, but I did not go that far. Or was it? It's closed now, I believe.
Oh, is it closed now? I know that it was there, but
it is.
Is AKB48 still going? I think they're still going. I think I still see things on Instagram from AKB48 every now and then, but I ask you because you are more of a idol expert than any of the other three of us.
Yes, it is closed now. But I was able to see it when I went there. We did not go to it. So we only had one free day in Akiba. And there's not enough time to do those streets if you want to do everything. Because, we're not just doing the anime stuff. We were going to electronic stores and everything. Like,
oh, yeah.
Akihabara is big on electronics. So we did what we could in one day's time, and stuff doesn't open at like 8 a.m. like here. Nothing really started opening till like 10.
Okay.
It's a little different there.
It's a lot different there.
Yeah.
We won't lie. culture is very much different in Japan than here. Which some of the stuff that they do in Japan, I kind of admire.
Which was nice because, you know, I was able to do the go-kart and then come back and still go to, still spend my free day doing stuff. But that's why next time I'm going myself.
We lost Angela. She might be I think she might be home. Maybe she's going inside. We got about 20 minutes left of the show, so she might be popping back on for the last 20 minutes. I'm not sure. See, Ross says, Doug I know it's not anime, but American-made movie, but was the studio arts of Little Nemo made by Ghibli? That I don't know. I don't know if Ghibli had a part in Little Nemo.
I don't think so. Pretty sure not. Yeah, but my plan, Doug, next time for Japan is just I got a backpack, and that's all I'm bringing. I'm bringing my clothes in that, and I'll book my first hotel, and it's foot. Foot, train, bus, traveling light, and going as many places as I can in 2 to 3 weeks.
Trying to find Connor and going on a bike ride.
No, basically, like that was the best. That's what I was suggested to do: is travel light. Don't bring big suitcases. There's a backpack that comes with its own little pump. You could fit a lot into it. Have my clothes and everything I need, and you can wash your clothes there anyway. There's plenty of places. Most hotels.
For our last trip, we literally brought carry-ons.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Basically, that I'm just gonna do carry-on, travel light. That way, I can go on any train. I don't have to worry. Just that's what that way.
That's what we did this most recent trip. We did we started in Osaka, did like 3-4 days in Osaka, 3-4 days in Kyoto, and then 6-7 days in Tokyo.
6-7.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch you right now.
Same.
I'm probably gonna go more, I want to say west, because I actually want to try to meet a friend over there too. Next time I go, I think she's Fuki. I gotta find out where she is, but I gotta go down a little bit.
Fukuoka?
Yeah, Fukuoka. She's down in that area somewhere. Don't know exactly.
Yeah.
So
Fukuoka. Oh, I don't remember.
It's a big break for sure. So it's.
Yeah, no, our next trip to Japan, we've already decided is going to be north, Sapporo, Hokkaido.
Oh, nice. Make sure you have, Hokkaido is very cold. It's like New England, but worse.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
No, I've heard that, and no wonder Sapporo's got the Winter Olympics.
Yep.
No, I'm looking forward to that. And then we're gonna like do a bunch of different places along the way, like Aomori. Maybe hit up Sendai.
Like, it's nice when you do light, because then you can hit the places where there's not a lot of tourists and you don't normally would hit.
Well, that's one of the channels we follow that I really enjoy is Tokyo Creative.
Yep.
And they do a lot of the cultural, like the tourism part of each prefecture, but without the tourist trap.
Yep. Do you watch Tokyo Lens?
Yes.
Yep.
I actually got to meet. I actually got to meet him at Anime-Zing. I subjected Darren to that.
Oh, I forgot he went to Anime-Zing.
That was like that was my big I have to do this panel. And I got to meet him and subjected Darren to that, and yeah, that was fun.
He's an amazing guy.
I've seen some of his stuff. Tokyo, was he the real estate guy?
No,
that's Tokyo. That's Tokyo Portfolio, and I met him too.
Okay, like I know there's a group of them that hang out with Joey, Aki, Connor, Chris Broad. So I know of them and seen some of the stuff on their channels, but haven't like focused a lot on their stuff.
Tokyo Portfolio is a fun channel. We actually got to meet him because on one of his videos that we watched right before we left, he's like, "If you're in the area, come by." So we did, and it was hilarious. And it turns out Tokyo he actually went to school here in Boston.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and that literally stemmed from us talking about pizza.
I gotta get you more business cards. That when you're talking to people, you just be like, "Oh, you should come on our show." Because I know how you run your mouth, and then things happen.
I did not think Lady Beard would willingly come on the show, let alone us getting to have dinner with him in Tokyo.
I wasn't expecting him to come on the show, but after he did, and he had a good time chatting with us, I figured, shoot him an email and see what happens, because he's just such an awesome individual.
Yes. Oh my God. And that was a whole that literally all of it stems from me running my mouth.
Awesome.
I also feel like I impressed him with the proper Japanese culture of bowing and handing the business card at the end of the press conference.
Yup.
Oh, you actually did it the proper way.
I did it, hands out, bow, and hand the card.
Yeah, you treat that thing like it's royalty.
Yep.
They're very...
Yup.
And like I said, when he had his first appearance on Trash, actually, was he on Trash Chase first, or was he in the Aki wrestling video first? I don't remember which one was first. I watched both of them, but from the first time I saw him, I'm like, he would be fun to have on the show. And then his interview on Trash Taste, I was like, I really would love to meet this guy because he's such high energy and so much fun. Never expecting that he would actually come to the U.S., let alone Anime Boston, and us have a chance to actually, meet him, go to the concert, and then have him as a guest on the show. And question from DrillBit31 in the chat asking, should I wait for every episode of the new season of Freerun to release, or should I start the season now? I'm gonna say that's entirely up to you. If you're watching it in Japanese, you can keep up. If you've read the manga like I have, but my memory is absolute garbage. So I read the manga a while ago and forgot half 3/4 of what I read. I
think that just goes to personal taste. I find some shows are I can't speak for Freerun because I haven't seen any of it, but some shows are better when you do a binge watch of like 8 to 10 episodes over the course of a week versus others hold up week to week.
Freerun is one of those that there are certain episodes that you can just kind of watch little by little, and then you'll get to a big arc where you'd really want to sit down and watch the 4 or 5 episode battle arc or whatever the main objective is that they're working towards. And based off of what I just read in volume 14, and I don't want to spoil anything, my God, I hope they continue the anime through volume 14, and I hope that the author and the creators of Freerun, regain health to the point that they feel like they can resume everything. because it is so. I forgot the way that the story arc was heading in volume 13 and 14. Oh, it's so good.
Da, 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 da.
And I feel like Frieren is one of those shows that Angela's gonna enjoy and then get annoyed with, and then enjoy and then get annoyed with.
One of those shows. I've watched.
No, you know what? You know what? You know what? You give me crap for liking stuff that's overrated. I think this is the one where it's my turn to give you crap for it being overrated.
That's what I find the funniest is you watch a lot of the more overrated shows than I do. That's why I was so surprised when you weren't watching Frieren.
Honestly, part of it was when it dropped, I had zero time, and then the other part of it was when enough people wouldn't shut up about how good it was. I'm like, nope, I'm not watching this. And that happens when enough people just will not, when people just will not shut up about something. It's like, it makes me not want to watch it.
And then there are shows when I suggest something to you and you agree with everything I suggested, every good point about the show, but couldn't get past one certain factor.
Shitty writing is a deal breaker for me.
Yep.
That is all I have to say.
I would almost say just watch season 2.
According to one of my friends, the writing doesn't get any better.
Season 2, I would disagree.
But
season 2, I feel like blew season 1 out of the water for story, character development, and just genuine making the characters a lot more appealing and interesting.
Agreed. I mean, well, just like you with Konako, one of my least favorite characters actually grew on me in season 2.
And season 2 was a good enough season that I think Darren, you and I both agreed that the romance was like we chose Nazuna over Marin from My Dress Up Darling for season 2's.
Heck, honestly, I would have picked the detective over Marin in terms of season 2. Personally, I'm sure I'm going to piss a lot of people off with that, but I don't care because it's the truth.
Yeah, the detective became. You got to understand her motives more, and she became kind of more likable. Plus, learning more of Nazuna's backstory was quite interesting and not what I expected. And I know how we all love those little plot twists.
Mm-hmm. I take it you're home, in?
I am in the process of trying to park.
I heard noise, so I'm like, yeah, that's probably.
I hear the blinker and see Kaya's ears moving back and forth.
Yep. Yep. Welcome to Attempting to Parallel Park, Volume 7.
In Boston.
Volume 7.
Yep.
In Boston.
Oh, sorry. She misspoke. Attempting to park in Boston.
Park the car.
Get some coffee. And don't forget to throw out the garbage. It's wicked hard. Yeah.
Well, given what time it is, I'm literally just going to say goodnight now.
Yep.
And leave you all, since we have 5 minutes.
And Angela will be back next Sunday. Her, Kaya, and Darren will welcome Maverick from Anki back onto the show. He has finally watched Apothecary Diaries and is excited to share his thoughts with everybody.
And Apothecary Diaries is one of my favorites, so I will end up. Why do I have a feeling he and I will have words?
Probably because he's confrontational like you are.
I feel like in person we're gonna get along fantastic until one of us says something to piss the other one off, and then there's just gonna be a fight.
I'm just going to bring the dual discs, okay? I'm going to bring the dual disc. We'll settle this with a card game.
Yes. Because every major issue in history has been resolved through the way of a children's card game.
Yes.
And frogs.
Well, okay, so make it
frogs.
So make decks, make a Boston themed deck of whatever game and a New York themed deck of whatever game.
Okay, it'll be the Red Sox versus Yankees chess set.
Oh, stupidity at its finest. All right.
That's us.
Yep. I'm gonna say goodnight.
Show.
Bye, guys.
Night.
Night, Ange.
And Ross wants to remind everybody, spring forward next Saturday night. Don't forget, daylight savings time happens next week.
Daylight.
Dang, where did the time go?
If you ask Lincoln Park, right out the window. But yeah, we are almost out of time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the raid. Thank you to all of the new people who came in through the chat and wanted to stick around. Thank you, Dropit. It was great having you in, and thank you for the questions. Ross, John, everybody else who was chatting in the chat tonight. Be sure to join us again next Sunday when Angela, Kaya, and Darren take control of the show. Maverick will be joining to talk anime, and who knows what other nonsense. Sadly, I will have to miss it because I will be stuck on a train coming back from New Jersey. But you gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Until then, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Stay safe out there. Hopefully the weather warms up for everybody and we can enjoy more anime and more craziness. Until then, have a wonderful night. This has been Anime-Zing Radio on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Night.